Hello, it's good to talk to you. I wanted to kind of take a moment and introduce something brand new that we're doing. We've realized over the course of the coronavirus lockdown that it has impacted families in a lot of different ways. Some families have handled it really well. If you pay attention to social media and things like that, they're creating Disneyland adventures in their house, they're doing new crafts every day, they're really loving all that family time. Unfortunately, and which is really heartbreaking for me, some families are having a really hard time, whether it's because of financial pressures, school pressures, working from home, all the tensions and difficulties that this has created. It has really, unfortunately, exposed some weak points in some families. And if you watch the news, you know some really tough things like child abuse and domestic violence, families splitting up, people that are hitting rock bottom financially. It's causing a lot of pain and a lot of struggle for some. And the reality is, you're probably in the middle. You may not be doing Disneyland every day. You may not be worried about not being able to pay your bills. But there are moments of stress and tension that are around this. And so I wanted to take a minute as a pastor and just share with you some ideas around how to move your family forward. And the best part of it is, they're not all my ideas. Over the next few videos, we're going to have some different guests and different folks that really understand family dynamics and can really speak into this specific situation. And so today we're talking about families in general, but we'll also be talking about how to move your marriage forward, how to improve as a parent, and even what to do if you are in some tough financial straits. And like I said, we'll be bringing experts in that can help us with these things. So I'm excited to bring this video series to you. We're going to try to keep them short and practical and helpful, and also give you resources that you can engage later after the video is over to help you move forward. Well, one of the things that we did as a church about a year ago is we did a sermon series called Crazy Normal. And one of the great things about that is so many of the things that were practical and right on target then are still right on target now. And in the very first message, we did one called Great Expectations. And the sermon, was about the fact that a lot of times the reason we're unhappy and the reason we have tension in our family life is because of the expectations we put on each other. Expectations that we're not really built to carry, which is frustrating for the one who wants someone to carry those expectations, and it's frustrating for the one who's trying to carry those expectations. And this is true no matter what, whether it's kids or couples or whatever the relationship may be. And one of the things we found through that series is that the only expectation we can actually have of each other is to submit. That I can expect my wife to submit to me, and my wife can expect me to submit to her. Those are the only expectations we should carry. Our kids should submit to us as parents, and as parents, we should submit to our kids. When that's the dynamic at home, everything changes. And the way we talked about it, it was kind of a fun way to remember it was, when things aren't going well, don't throw a fit. Choose to submit. That is the key foundational idea for a great family life. This is rooted right in Scripture. It comes out of Ephesians 6. And I would encourage you, if you would like a little more information about that, or maybe you need a reminder, or maybe you weren't here with us then, go back and watch that. We'll put a link in the post where you're watching this video. But go back and watch that sermon, Great Expectations, the very first part of Crazy Normal. And if you don't have time to watch the whole message, I would encourage you, slide up to about the 18-minute mark and invest those 6 or 8 minutes. They're very powerful. It's right out of Scripture about how to improve your family and how you get along. So I hope you'll take time to watch that and join us for the next episode of Moving Your Family Forward. Thanks.